Today's topic, letting things go too long. Hi, I'm Doug Holt, author of Your Own Story, and this is your daily growth hack, where each day we give you a tip, trick, or insight to help you up-level what we call the 5 to Thrive. That is your mind, your body, your soul, your relationships, and yes, your business. Today, my wife and I got in a little dispute. Now, it wasn't really anything bad, but we were actually talking about time, and we had a disconnect. We were both tired, hungry, and we had a disconnect over who should do what in regards to watching our son. Now, it wasn't bad, and we were able to come together in about an hour or so and reconnect and talk about what was really going on for us, what the triggers were. A couple years ago, maybe 5 years ago or so, this would have resulted into a day, a week maybe, of just agitation and disconnection. Right? Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I have this happen with somebody, or I have an argument or a miscommunication of sorts, sometimes I can let that harbor and I can get angry and I can get upset and I can start stacking layers on this. Now, recently I started doing this, also letting things go too long without coming back to have that conversation, but I did it with another area of my 5 to Thrive. I did it in my body. You know, my wife was pregnant and our son was being born. I kind of slipped and started eating bad food and stopped working out as much. I was only getting a couple hours of sleep, as most new parents know what that's like. But what I had to do is I started recognizing that I was waiting too long to get back in. And when I got back in the gym, it was harder to get started. It was harder to start eating really good foods and getting in the habit. I started getting accustomed to pizza, nachos, cereal, just quick and easy sugary foods that I wasn't eating beforehand. So what I'm going to ask you today is grab your journal, look at your 5 to Thrive. Are there any areas that you were like me where you've waited too long in the past, or right now? Are you waiting too long to make the change? For me today, in the area of relationship, I've built systems of just education and courses where if I have a disconnect or a miscommunication, I go back and I clean it up right away. And it's become so much better. We can move forward so much quicker. In the area of body, I'm doing it faster again. And so where for you in your 5 to Thrive, is there something that you need to go back right away and clean it up? That's it for me today. As always, go over to authorofyourownstory.com. Get on the newsletter so you can get the latest tips, tricks, and techniques delivered right to your inbox. And I'd love to hear from you on how these daily growth hacks are working for you. Find me on social media or reach out to me. And of course, I'm always in the Author of Your Own Story community on Facebook. Come in, talk to me. Love to hear your thoughts. And until then, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed today's daily growth hacks. Please put your comments right down below and remember to click subscribe. This way we can ensure that we're delivering these daily growth hacks right to you each and every day. On behalf of the whole team here, remember, go out and be the author of your own story.